This is my final project for HUC 120, Introduction to Mass Media. My final project will be about my final project will be making a weather forecast for the next 2 weeks using various computer models. The first model I will be looking at is the GFS model, or the Global Forecast System. This is the American model. This model goes out 15 days, but on this website it only goes out 10 days because if you go further than 10 days it gets less accurate, so they only want to limit it to 10 days. Here's what's going to happen over the next 10 days. So this is currently, right now, we're seeing cold weather here in the Northeast, wedged between Arctic air and more mild air to the south. And as mild air tries to come to the north, it's going to overrun the very cold air, and you're going to get precipitation. This model is depicting light precipitation on an order of between 500th and a tenth of an inch of liquid equivalent precipitation in 3 hours. For a couple hours, that could lead to maybe some minor snow accumulations as temperatures will be in the 20s. And possible snow squalls Wednesday afternoon. How do I know there'll be squalls? Is because of the convective precipitation element in this. You can see there will be a little bit of convective in this. You can see there's some spotty areas of convection. But it'll be very brief and it'll go away. What this is right here is ocean effect snow. Because, the water temperature is very cold, the air temperature, that's because the water temperature is still warm and the air temperature is very cold. So it's the same process that forms lake effect snow off of Lake Erie and Ontario, Huron, Superior, and Michigan. It's what forms all those lake effect snow squalls when you have warm lakes and very cold Arctic air moving off of them. And I'll give you an example of lake effect snow. That is lake effect snow right there. That is all lake effect snow. As the warm air comes in, the lake effect snow goes away. And once again, when the cold air comes in, lake effect snow redevelops again. That's how you have ocean effect snow. So once the warm air comes in, the ocean effect goes away, lake effect goes away, then, and vice versa. When you have cold air, the lake effect and ocean effect comes back. And if you live downwind of the lakes, you could actually get thunder snow in rare occasions. But going out next 10 days, I don't see much action other than possibly next Tuesday we may get some rain-snow mix. And how do I know it's going to be rain-snow and not just snow? It's because of this line. The 5400 level, from what I've researched, is a 32-degree level at 5,000 feet. So which means it will be warmer at ground level than at 5,000 feet. And that means, you'll likely have rain and not really snow if you're to the south of that line. And you can see it's going to be right on, New York City will be right on the freezing line. So yeah, it'll be kind of a rain-snow mix. But another model that I looked at, the European model, is showing something completely else. It's showing something completely different for next week. This is going out to about the same time frame, Tuesday, next Tuesday. It's going to take some time to load. And this is showing what's going to happen next Tuesday. So this is Sunday, but so the GFS model is a little behind what the Euro is forecasting. The Euro is forecasting all rain, because you can see the 5400 level well to the north of New York City, and temperatures in terms of 2 meter levels are in the 40s. As you can see, this is 39 to 46, upper 30s to low 40s. Definitely rain. And then it's going to get cold again, as a cold front comes through. The Euro is showing very cold air again over the Northeast. The Euro model is more reliable, so I'm going to say we're probably going to get rain next week. We're going to have another warm-up, but it'll be brief because, once again, it gets cold again. And you can tell the wind direction is going to be out of the north and northwest. And these color codes are for wind. And you can see these color codes are for wind. And you can see the wind's going to be pretty light, about 10 to 15 knots, which is about 20 miles an hour off the coast. However, in terms of precipitation, not much action at all. And I don't see any more major storms happening for the next few weeks. So whatever, Boston got dumped with snow, we missed out on a lot of it. I know a lot of people who hate the snow probably celebrating. I'm, on the other hand, metaphorically weeping. I was so upset over all the snow that New York missed. I feel like, I'm cursed, because I used to live in Boston, and make a long story short, when I lived in Boston, I felt for a time that New York City got more snow than Boston when I lived there. And when I come back, it's vice versa. It feels like whenever I go, snow doesn't follow me. It's not true, but, I feel that way. But I'm going to just end it here, and I'm going to say that the next few weeks in the Northeast are gonna be cold, and then they're gonna briefly warm up. We're gonna get some rain, and then that rain will just make things worse, because you're gonna have all that snow in Boston, and it's gonna cause a lot of flooding. If Boston gets rain, God help them, they're gonna get flooded. They're gonna get a lot of flooding problems. And then as the cold air comes back, if Boston does flood, it's going to flash freeze. You're going to have a sheet of ice in Boston. A sheet of ice, probably 2 feet deep. Wow. That's probably going to last a few months. Probably into the spring. I talked to some people in Boston who are saying that they'll probably have ice lasting well into the spring, maybe even to the early summer. Oh, man. I feel sorry for those people. Well, thank you for watching, and have a great day.